Well, today I want to explore the idea of spiritual liberation. Isn't that a great 2 words? Spiritual liberation. What does that mean? It means living in the now. It means freeing yourself from the anchors of being in physical body, freeing yourself from the attachments of your personality, of your ego. And so, if we are going to be spiritually liberated so that our soul can experience greater life, we must understand that we must let go of the past. Because when we're letting go of the past, it gives us freedom. You see, the past is there to give us lessons, and we take the lessons to be able to be more expansive in the now. But we don't bring with us all the events of the past. We don't bring with us all the people of the past. We let it and we let them go. Because if we don't let them go, we won't be able to be present in this moment. And this moment is all that really exists. The past is an illusion. It no longer exists. It's gone. It doesn't exist. But if we keep bringing it in, we keep living it over and over and over and over again. In fact, there's no possible way that we can be spiritually liberated. You see, this whole idea of letting go is the key to spiritual liberation. So we let go of the past, understanding what that means. Letting go also frees us from the emotional bonds of the past. I know people who have become widows or widowers, and they're holding on, they're younger people, and they're holding on to the memory. They're holding on to the emotional bonds of that past relationship. And that is not allowing them to be free to move into a new one. So if we can let go of the emotional bonds of the past, we can be free in the now. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go into another relationship if you're a widower or a divorcee or single. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is if you hold on to the emotional bonds of the past, you're not going to be able to be free into the newness of the possibility of a relationship today. So we've got to learn, let go. This idea of letting go also teaches us to live without attachment. Spiritual liberation is the ability to experience life and to continue to move in and through life without attachment. It's the attachment that causes us the pain. It's the attachment that causes us the suffering. It's the attachment that causes us to feel limited. But if we're not attached, we're free to be fully present in the moment. And that's where life is. That's where all that we seek is. You see, letting go is so critical. It frees not only us, but letting go frees others to be their most authentic selves. You see, when we let go of having expectations of how we want others to behave, to please us, we give them love and say, be you, be your authentic self. Oh my God, we free the people in our lives who are the most meaningful to us. What a gift we are to them. Because maybe we're the only place in life where they're free to be themselves. Where they're free to be the uniqueness of the divine that they came here to be. wouldn't you want to give that to the people that are most important, that you've chosen to be most important in your life? You see, when we let go of things, when we let go of people, we create new space for the new to come into our lives. I know that as I look, being the last Sunday of the year, I look at what relationships in my life are best serving me. Are they growing me? Are they supporting me? And if they're not, should I gently and lovingly just let them go so that I can bring in new ones that are supporting me, that are growing me? It's real interesting. If you've been following me, and you know that my prayer partner, Marcia, passed away about 3 weeks ago. And I've been going through the grieving process, just like every human being would do. And then one of the things I do teach is that in the universe, there is never a void. But we're not aware that the void has been filled. This last week in meditation, I realized that Marcia's passing, there was no void. I instantaneously saw how 3 other people were filling that space, were filling the way Marcia fit into my life, into our relationship. And so I look at my life now and I say, oh, it's still complete. Now that doesn't mean that I don't value my relationship with Marcia, but I let go of the attachment that my life cannot be good without it. I let go of my attachment to the physical being because it's not here. I let go that it has to be the way it was. And I open myself up to a new way of experiencing. You see, when we're doing our spiritual practices, letting go builds confidence in using our spiritual powers. That's right. Letting go builds confidence in using our spiritual powers because we free ourselves to create new. And so we can use the power of our mind, use the power of our beliefs to create new things in our lives. And so, but if we don't let go, we don't create the space for the new to come in. So we don't get to affirm our spiritual powers and we believe that we're still powerless. You see, letting go builds our trust in our infinite nature. Because we don't have to hang on to the past because we're infinite. We don't have to worry about anything because we're infinite. We will always have everything we need in this and every moment. In this and every moment, everything we need is right here where we are. We have to awaken to that idea. And with that knowledge, that, my friend, is spiritual liberation. Letting go gives us a sense of peace. And that sense of peace is the experience of spiritual liberation. It is the connection to all that is. And in that connection to all that is, we truly do know what it means to be free.